Welcome back to the Shuford Softball Complex in LaGrange, Georgia for the 2018 USA South Softball Tournament. We are in Game 8, Day 2 of the tournament. This is an elimination game between Meredith College and Piedmont College. I'm Andrew Mindeman. I'll be taking you through this one this afternoon. The winner moves on in the tournament. The loser is eliminated from play. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the designated visiting team, the Meredith College Avenging Angels. Leading off is the shortstop, Kelsey Mabe. Batting second in left field, Haley Irvin. Batting third in center field, Sarah Watson. Batting cleanup at third base, Brittany Buckland. Batting fifth to DP, Aaron Artigues. Batting sixth at first base, Julia Allsbrook. Batting seventh, playing second base, Charlie Cox. Batting eighth, the catcher, Bryce Smith. And batting ninth, playing right field, is Erica Osina. In the circle, making the start for Piedmont College, the designated home team in this one, is Melissa Ekman. She threw a complete game earlier today, which moved her record to 16-7 on the year, now 1.95 ERA for the USA South Pitcher of the Year. Kelsey Mabe steps in, and we are underway as she lines one to the shortstop, and it pops out of the glove of the shortstop, TK Sauls, and Mabe is aboard. The ball was right to the shortstop, Sauls, and was in her glove and then came out. So Sauls will be charged with an error there. And that's how this one begins. We're starting a little bit early. 1:35 is the start time. Haley Irvin squares to bunt, puts it down. The throw to first is not in time. It's a bunt single for Haley Irvin. 2 pitches into this game, and Meredith has something working with first and second, nobody out. Sarah Watson, the center fielder for Meredith, will step in. Ekman delivers. Watson thought about bunting and pulls it back and takes the ball. It's 1-0. Starting a little bit early than the 2 o'clock scheduled time was a decision that the teams made and others made. That one misses outside, 2-0. Watson on the year hitting .376. She squares to bunt, pops it up into foul territory, and it is up against the net. So it's 2 balls and a strike to Watson, senior from Hope Mills, North Carolina. Ekman deals. This is hit on a line to the shortstop, Sauls, who makes this catch. Mabe and Irvin are both able to get back to their bags. But that is out number 1 here in the first inning. Defensively for Piedmont, seen Sauls have a chance at a couple of plays already. The rest of the infield, Becca Ross is at third base. At second base is Allison Gentry, and at first base is Hannah Hoban. Pitch from Ekman misses inside, 1-0 to Brittany Buckland. Buckland at .298 on the year. 3 home runs, 24 driven in. The 1-0 pitch in the air down the left field line, but well foul. It's 1-1. Meredith opened the tournament yesterday with a 2-0 loss to Covenant. Dropped the Angels to the losers bracket this morning, where they defeated Averett University 6-5. Next one from Ekman. Misses outside, 2-1. Piedmont was defeated by Averett 3-2 yesterday. Came back and defeated Covenant 11-3 this morning. The 2-1 pitch from Ekman upstairs, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Mabe at second, Irvin at first. The pitch in the air, Pretty deep left field, going back to the fence, going back, and making the catch and robbing a home run is the left fielder. The throw comes back in, and it gets into the dugout, and the runner is going to be able to score. Mabe tagged up and advanced to third. The throw from the left fielder, Alexis Owens, got into the third base dugout, and it's going to be a run. Owens in left field saved 3 runs by making a catch kind of over the fence as she was drifting back up against the temporary fence that they have up here. But then her throw was up the line and got into the dugout. So it's a 1-0 game. Meredith leads it. Erin Artigues at the plate. She takes a first pitch strike from Ekman. Haley Irvin is at third. The pitch is high, 1-1. Artigues hitting .301 on the year, 4 home runs, 25 driven in. She's the designated player in this one. That one a little bit below the knees, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch popped up and out of play, foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. That one misses outside, 3-2. Julia Allsbrook awaits on deck. Pitch from Ekman, popped up right side. It's going to get out of play, foul. Still 3-2. That one misses high. They will appeal, and she did not go around. So Artigues works a walk. It's first and third two-way for Julia Allsbrook. Allsbrook steps in, hitting .310 on the year. First and third. That one misses high, 1-0. To finish up Piedmont defensively, the outfield, we saw Alexis Owens in left field make that great catch. Marianne Kinnison is in center field. Haley Hickson in right field. Swing and a miss from Allsbrook, 1-1. And behind the plate is Josie Coker. A ball and a strike to Allsbrook. Ekman trying to get out of this inning, allowing just the 1 run. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Irvin at third. Artigues the runner at first. The pitch hit in the air down the left field line towards foul territory, and the shortstop Sauls makes the catch to retire the side. But Meredith scores a run. They leave 2 on. We head to the bottom of the first. Meredith leads Piedmont 1-0. Bottom of the first inning. Piedmont coming to bat, trailing Meredith 1-0. Allison Gentry leading off for the Lions, facing Maya Morse. That one misses low from Morse. The lineup for Piedmont, Gentry leading off, Marianne Kinnison batting second, Josie Coker hitting in the third spot, Jessica Bagwell batting fourth, Hannah Hoban fifth, Becca Ross sixth. The pitch from Morse misses high and away, 2-0. Alexis Owens batting seventh, TK Sauls batting eighth, and Haley Hickson batting ninth. Maya Morse getting the start for Meredith in the circle. Down on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. That one also misses, now 3-0. Morse, a sophomore from Ash, North Carolina. 8-5 on the year, 2.84 ERA. The 3-0. That's over the corner for a strike, 3-1. Morse pitched in yesterday's game against Covenant and picked up the loss, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned in that one. This is lined into right field. They're going to have a play at first, and she is safe. Pretty close play. The right fielder, Erica Osina, came up firing and nearly got Gentry at first base. So it's a leadoff single for Gentry and the Lions. And Marianne Kinnison will step in. Kinnison at .435 on the year, squared to bunt, pulls it back, and takes the ball. Gentry got off. So a pretty good secondary lead, had to be chased back as the catcher Bryce Smith looked her back. 1 ball, no strikes. Gentry 10 for 12 in the stolen base department this year. This is tapped in front of the plate. Morse fields, throws to first in time. The throwback to second is late. Gentry safely there. 1-4 on the sacrifice bunt. Gentry moves to second. Runner in scoring position for Piedmont, and the number 3 hitter, Josie Coker. Coker hitting .429 on the year, a home run, 20 runs batted in. And an RBI chance here. Coker checked her swing. The pitch was a little bit low, 1-0. Coker, a junior from Gainesville, Georgia. Not that far from the Piedmont campus in Demorest, Georgia. The 1-0 pitch from Morse. Misses outside, 2-0. Defensively for Meredith in the outfield, Haley Irvin in left field, Erica Osina in right field. Sarah Watson is in center field. Brittany Buckland at third base, Kelsey Mabe at shortstop, Charlie Cox at second, Julia Allsbrook at first base. Bryce Smith behind the plate. 2 balls and no strikes on Coker with Gentry at second. More steals, hit in the air, foul and out of play on the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coker steps back in, more steals. Misses low and away, 3-1, and Gentry got way off. The throw went down to third, and Gentry just scampered back to second base. Saw Piedmont's aggressiveness on the base paths in their game against Covenant. And seen it a little bit here in the early going, bottom of the first inning. Morse deals, fouled straight back, 3-2. Piedmont won that game against Covenant 11-3. It was a 4-3 game going to the top of the 7th inning, and then Piedmont scored 7 runs to bust the game wide open. Payoff pitch from Morse, hit in the air, foul territory and out of play. Still 3-2. Jessica Bagwell awaits on deck for this Piedmont team. Piedmont 23-16 on the year. Number 2 seed from the West Division. More steals. This is hit right back up the middle. That's going to get into center field. Gentry around third. The throw home is way up the third base line. And now Coker is going to move to second as the throw went home. An RBI single for Josie Coker. And that ties this one up. So Coker delivers with her 21st RBI of the year. This is hit over the head of the shortstop and into left field. Another hit for Piedmont. Coker had to stay at third as she had to hold up. The ball was nearly caught by the shortstop, Kelsey Mabe. So Hannah Hoban steps in, runners at the corners, one away. More steals, misses outside, 1-0. Hoban on the year hitting .357, 1 home run, 30 RBIs. This is a Piedmont team that hits .323 as a group. Both of these teams well over 300 with their team batting average. This is hit into right field. That is going to be caught by Osina, and Coker got way off the bag and has to retreat to third. That was just not good judgment got by Coker at third. She thought that ball was going to drop in right field and just took off for home and was halfway down to home when the catch was made by Osina. And then she had to run back and could not tag up to try and score. If she just stays on third, she's going to score if that ball drops. And she probably knows that too. So a break for Meredith there. Becca Ross at the plate. Runners still at the corners with 2 away. The 1-0 pitch hit foul. 1-1. Coker at third, Bagwell at first. The 1-1 pitch is a call strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Morris trying to work out of this. Game tied at 1, bottom of the first inning. The pitch comes inside, almost hits Ross. She's able to dance out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. In the air, right field, could be trouble, but the catch is made by Osina right at the line in right field to retire the side. Piedmont scores a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. We've played 1. Meredith and Piedmont tied at 1. top of the second inning. Meredith, second baseman Charlie Cox leading off against Melissa Ekman, who misses outside and low, 1-0. It will be 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Angels here in the second inning. 1-1 is your score. One misses high, 2-0. Started about 25 minutes ahead of schedule. There is a small chance that there is some rain coming at some point today. So they're trying to get these games in as quickly as they can. 2 balls and a strike on Charlie Cox. Hitting .244 on the year. Hits this one hard, and a nice play made by Ross over there at third. She fires to first in time for the out. That ball was smashed, but Becca Ross over there at third played the hot corner well and retires Cox 5-3. So 1 away for the catcher, Bryce Smith. Smith, a junior from Red Springs, North Carolina. She swings at the first pitch, sends a fly ball left center field, and it is dropped by the center fielder, Kennison, and Smith ends up at second base. The wind has been blowing towards left field all day, and that ball continued to carry towards left field. Might have been an easier play for the left fielder, Alexis Owens. Kennison tried to take charge, but ended up dropping the ball. Piedmont with 3 errors already in just a little over an inning. Number 9 hitter, Erica Osina at the plate. Takes a strike, 0-1. Osina, first team All-USA South player. Hitting .441 on the year. Sends this one towards shortstop in the air. Sauls makes the catch for out number 1. Excuse me, out number 2 now. And back to the top of the order for the shortstop, Kelsey Mabe. Mabe reached on an error in the first inning. She hit a line drive to the shortstop, Sauls, who had it in her glove and then dropped it. This one is sliced into the gap in left center field. That's going to get down. Smith is going to score. Mabe on her way to second. It's an RBI double, and Meredith retakes the lead, 2-1. Kelsey Mabe with the RBI double. That is her 14th RBI of the year and her 8th double of the season. And she's in scoring position with 2 away for the left fielder, Haley Irvin. Irvin takes a strike on the corner, 0-1. Irvin singled in the first inning, got all the way to third base before being stranded there. The 0-1 pitch from Ekman, scoring to bunt, and is bunted foul. It'll be no balls and 2 strikes. .32 pitches for Ekman so far. She threw about 130 in the game earlier today. One misses low and away, 1-2. But she's thrown a bunch of complete games this year, so she's used to this. She's thrown 19 complete games in her 22 starts. The 1-2 pitch hit up the third base line. It is a foul ball. Went foul just before Ross picked it up. Even if Ross fields that ball, I don't think they're going to get Irvin at first with her speed. By the time Ross was ready to throw that ball, Irvin was nearly all the way to first base. Ball and 2 strikes. Ekman deals, hit towards third, and the play is made across the diamond in time for the out. Nice play from Ross over there at third. That ends the inning, but Meredith takes a 2-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Left fielder Alexis Owens will lead off the bottom half of the second for Piedmont. Meredith leading Piedmont 2-1. First pitch from Maya Morse misses outside. No balls and 1 ball and no strikes. Elimination game in this USA South tournament. The 1-0 pitch. Hit softly towards second base. Cox fields, throws quickly, and gets the out. Owens hustling down the line, nearly beat it out, but the throw from Cox to the first baseman Allsbrook beat her by a step. That's out number 1 here in the second. Shortstop TK Sauls steps to the plate. First pitch from Morse is a called strike. Sauls on the year hitting .235. 8 runs batted in. Freshman shortstop. That one misses. It's 1-1. The winner of this game will play the loser of the game going on right next door between Maryville and Salem. Game will take place later today. One misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. Maryville just took a 2-1 lead in the 6th inning in that winner's bracket game across the way. 2-1 pitch. That's a called strike, 2-2. Haley Hickson awaits on deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morris steals, and Sauls just does get a piece of it to stay alive. Still 2-2. Two pitch in the dirt. Cal runs full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes on TK Sauls. Morse deals, misses upstairs. It's a 1-out walk. First walk issued by Morse. And that'll bring in the number 9 hitter, Haley Hickson.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 6, Haley Hickson.
Hickson, a junior from Ringgold, Georgia. Just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee, on the Georgia side of the border. Let's see what head coach Terry Martin has her doing here. She's taking all the way. It's a ball, 1-0. Hickson on the year hitting .277 with 8 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Slapped at it and fouled off. 1-1. Now time is called as Bryce Smith, the Meredith catcher, wants to call in her infield. Some speed on the bases right now and at the plate for Piedmont. So Smith wants to make sure infielders know where the play should go. Ball and a strike. Pitch from Morse is slapped and popped in the air. It's going to be a tough play for the shortstop, but Mabe makes the play look easy as she drifts out into shallow left field to make the catch for out number 2. Back to the top of the order for Piedmont and the second baseman, Allison Gentry. Gentry singled in the first inning and later scored. First offering from Morse is hit over the head of the second baseman into right field. Saul's on her way to third. The throw is not on target. Sauls gets there. Gentry at first. Sauls at third now with 2 away. Sauls hesitated a little bit, rounding second, and was late moving over to third. The throw from the right fielder, Osina, was just up the line a little bit. So Sauls was able to get in there safely. 2 away, 2 on for the center fielder, Marianne Kinnison, who put down a sacrifice bunt her first time up. First one from Morse, hit towards shortstop. The flip to Cox covering second is in time, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for Piedmont. They leave 2 on in the second. We've played 2. Meredith leads 2-1. Top of the third inning, Sarah Watson leading it off for Meredith. Takes a ball outside, 1-0. Some defensive readjustment for Piedmont. Sarah Watson puts down a bunt. Ross Fields fires over to Gentry covering first for the out. A nice play on the bunt attempt from Watson. 1 away. Marianne Kinnison has moved from center field to left field, and Alexis Owens has moved from left field to center field. So no substitutions made, just defensive lineup changes. Brittany Buckland takes a strike from Ekman. It's 0-1 the count. Buckland flew out to left field her first time up. The 0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1. It was on her fly out to left field that nearly got out of the ballpark. The left fielder at the time, Owens, made the catch, going kind of a little bit over the fence, the short temporary fence that they have here. Now she drives one to center field, and Owens drops it. Trying for second is Buckland, and she gets there ahead of the throw. Piedmont having a difficult time catching the ball. That is the 4th error committed by the Lions, and 3 of those have been on drops. 2 dropped fly balls and 1 dropped line drive. So Buckland is at second with 1 out. Erin Artigues at the plate. She takes the ball outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 from Ekman. Called strike on the inner half, 1-1. A ball and a strike to Artigues. Drew a walker last time up. Swung on and missed. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Aaron Artigues, designated player for Meredith. Sends this one. That's going to get down into the right center field gap. Buckland around third. She is going to score. Artigues on her way to second. Dives head first into the bag for a double. Buckland scores. It's another unearned run allowed by Melissa Ekman. All 3 runs that Meredith has scored now have been unearned due to the errors that Piedmont has committed behind her in the field. Meredith leads it 3-1. Artigues with the RBI. That's number 26 on the year. Julia Alsbrook steps in. 1 out, runner at second. That one is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Alsbrook popped out to shortstop her first time up. Sends this one high and deep down the left field line, but foul. Might have had home run distance there, but drifted well into foul territory. No balls and 2 strikes. 2:10 down the lines here at the Schuford Softball Complex, and 2:30, I believe, to center field. 0-2 pitch. Hit on a line to Gentry at second base, who makes the catch for out number 2. Nice play from Gentry there. Had to do a little jump to make the catch. So a runner still at second, 2 away for the second baseman, Charlie Cox. Grounded out to third base her first time up. Looks at that one outside for a ball, 1-0. 3 runs on 3 hits for Meredith so far. Angels lead at 3-1. Top of the 3rd inning. Ekman deals. This is hit in the air, left field. The shortstop, TK Sauls, ranged all the way over into deep foul territory down the left field line and makes the catch to retire the side. But RBI double from Aaron Artigues gives Meredith a 3-1 lead going to the bottom of the 3rd. Josie Coker leading off the bottom of the 3rd for Piedmont. Piedmont trails Meredith 3-1. This USA South Tournament elimination game, that ball was in the dirt and got our home plate umpire pretty good in the hand, I think. Bryce Smith trying to block it up, but ended up catching our home plate umpire. So both trainers here from Meredith and Piedmont will come out and make sure he's okay. In the winner's bracket final on the field next to us, Maryville defeated Salem 2-1, so Maryville advances to the championship round tomorrow. Salem will now play the winner of this game at 4 o'clock this afternoon as we start to figure out who's going to be playing for a championship tomorrow in the USA South with a berth in the NCAA tournament on the line. 1 ball and no strikes on Coker. Home plate umpire is all right. He'll continue on. Morris deals. Hit in the air, right field. Osina going back, has a beat on it. She makes the catch for out number 1. Coker now 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Jessica Bagwell stepping in. She singled back in the first inning. Piedmont with 4 hits so far. All of them have been singles. This one is lined foul. Bagwell down in the count, no balls and a strike. Bagwell on the year, hitting .394 entering play today. That average ticked up a notch or 2. She sends this one into center field for a base hit. Bagwell now 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. And Piedmont's got a base runner here with 1 out in the 3rd inning.
Coming to the plate for the Lions, number 30.
Hannah Hoban steps in. She flew out to right field. It was a deep fly out. Took Osina back towards the fence. That was in Hoban's first plate appearance in this one. And she swings at the first pitch, sends a pop up to shallow center field, and coming on and making the catch is Sarah Watson for out number 2. Great play from Watson out there in center field. Now 2 away with a runner at first for third baseman Becca Ross. I've seen Watson make a couple of nice plays out there in center field in this tournament. Ross swings at the first pitch, fouls it off, 0-1. 3-1, Meredith leads it, bottom of the 3rd inning. Morris deals, high and away, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swung on and missed. One ball and 2 strikes on Becca Ross. Morris deals, misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bagwell at first, she's singled. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, the pitch. Chopped foul. Count remains 2-2. Morris toes the rubber, now deals. And again, Ross fouls it off down the third base line. Still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ross awaits. Here's the pitch from Morse. In the dirt, stopped up by Smith. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Hit hard, but well fouled down the left field side. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Ross goes down swinging, and that ends the third. We've played 3. Meredith leads Piedmont 3-1. First pitch swinging is a fly ball off the bat of Bryce Smith to center field. That is the new center fielder, Taylor Warren, for Piedmont, and she makes the catch for out number 1. Piedmont has struggled defensively in this one. 4 errors, 2 of which have been made, well, 3 of which have been made by their outfielders. Erica Osina also swinging at the first pitch, sends a short fly ball to right field, and the second baseman Allison Gentry goes out to make the catch for out number 2. Haley McCurry is generally a starter in the outfield for Piedmont. She started every game this year, but she got hurt in the first game today for Piedmont against Covenant and had to be taken out of the game, and she is not playing in this one here. Third pitch of the inning is bounced right towards Ekman. She makes the play. It is a 3-pitch inning for Melissa Ekman as she retires Meredith in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Meredith still leads Piedmont 3-1. Taylor Warren will lead off bottom of the fourth inning for Piedmont. Meredith leads it 3-1. She takes a ball from Maya Morse. Warren came on defensively in the top half of this inning to play center field, hitting .250 on the air, 3 for 12 with an RBI. The 1-0 pitch from Morse misses outside, 2-0. It'll be Warren, then TK Sauls and Haley Hickson due up in the inning for Piedmont. The 2-0 pitch. That is a called strike as it pops out of the mitt of the catcher, Bryce Smith. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the fourth inning, Meredith leading 3-1. 2-1 pitch, high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Meredith scored a run in each of the first 3 innings. Piedmont scored their run in the bottom of the first. Piedmont out hitting Meredith right now 5-3. 3 balls and a strike. Morris delivers to Warren. It is a called strike on the corner, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 56 of the afternoon coming up for Morse. And it is swung on and fouled off near the plate, still 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Warren awaits the pitch.